Hey, welcome back, everyone, to the Tyler Reagan Exchange. Today it's a little bit of a special episode because a little certain someone wouldn't show up.
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler.
So, anyways, it's me, Joey. We got Malachi. We got Caleb. We got Garrett, and we're all really excited to be here. I'm not so excited to be here anymore.
I am.
But yeah, we're just gonna be sitting here talking and whatnot. So I think it'll be a pretty cool episode. So I'm really excited. So, how y'all been?
Fire.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed, if you're not watching the video, I'm still wearing my work stuff. I just got off at like literally 8,
Yeah.
but I hate my job, bro.
Do you really?
Yes, it sucks.
Actually.
Yes.
Well then, what are you thinking then? Doing?
Quitting.
Really?
I'm trying to quit by the end of April.
Yeah.
That way I can go play as much golf as I want.
What makes you? Well, why do you hate your job so much?
Because people are dumb, bro.
Really?
Yes. Like, I went to a house today and, like, this dude was paying, like, $30.99 a month for internet. And
Yeah.
I went up to his house and I was like, I get you that for $20. And he was like, I'm good. Like, I'm giving you 500 more speed. Like, it was just dumb.
What was he already using?
He had bright speed.
What is?
I don't even know what that is.
What is Bright?
It's like, I think y'all use it.
Yeah, it's just because it's like the place is like right next to our house, and it's like really good there.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, it's not like bad internet, but like, and it's
not-
really cheap. But I was giving him an offer where we could give it to him cheaper for 2 years.
Yeah.
And he just didn't want it. So,
Man, that's lame.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had such a horrible day.
Thank you, Joey. Seeing your face made it better, though.
Oh. You're doing too much.
Shoot, my bad.
What about you, Caleb?
Well, I just got off of work too, but I'm not wearing my work clothes because I wear a Taekwondo uniform during my work, so
Word.
it'd be a little bit weird. I'm not pulling up in a Taekwondo uniform.
That would be fire.
I love my job, unlike Malachi. I love working with people and kids.
You're so ungrateful.
Yeah,
I am
Be
ungrateful.
grateful for what you have.
I need to be more grateful for it.
Well, at least you're honest.
No, but
Yeah, true.
it's
just
going
kidding.
good. I'm loving work.
Yeah.
Still busy, but still loving it.
You're working like you're teaching typically like a lot of kids, right?
Yeah,
How do
I
you-
teach kids ages 3 years old and up,
Okay.
all the way to adults. I teach adult classes too. And I teach like Monday through Friday, some Saturdays too. And I just teach them Taekwondo, discipline, self-control, life skills to learn and stuff like that.
Valid. I've worked with kids a couple of times. I used to work at like an after school program, stuff like that.
Oh, gosh.
And like, I mean, like it was chill though. Like I love it. KJ over here in Summerfield, like it's a great gig, and I love hanging out with all the kids. I was basically the one that just ran around with them
They
Yeah.
call
all
it
the
Uncle
time.
Joey.
Yeah,
They didn't call me that, but that's basically who I was. Yeah. But like I only had to deal with them for like I don't know, maybe like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So like
that's
for you, what is that like doing it
Um,
full time as like a full time gig?
well,
7 hours.
it depends, like on the day. We don't start classes till about 3:30, and then depends on the day. Sometimes I'll be working till 6, but I go in earlier than that to get stuff done beforehand.
Yeah.
When I start teaching classes, we have like classes 30 minutes all the way up to an hour. So I teach different classes throughout
Yeah.
the week and stuff like that. So
Fair.
depends on the age. Like we sometimes have it like 3 to 6 year olds, and then we'll have like 6 year olds and up, and then we'll have like adults separate and stuff like that. And I teach all those classes too.
Word, that's what's up.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you. What about you, Garrett?
Garrett.
What about you, Gary?
Pretty good, man. I'm just chilling. I'm unemployed. So but I'm still in high school. So
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't
That's
know.
fair. That's fair. You just got out of practice, right? How's that going?
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting better.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to like focus on like lifting and like getting in shape first.
Yeah, that's
like in
fair.
the off season. But I'm not unemployed, but I am at the same time. I've got my
Yeah.
own like camera business, obviously, with this.
Hey, quick plug.
Yep.
Quick
Hey,
plug.
Stop by G20. And,
Word.
And I'm about to start I'm starting a wedding photography business.
Oh, I saw that.
First
I
look
thought,
films.
I
You
thought
know my wedding?
I thought you were. I just thought you were posting.
Gotta find a girl first.
Dang, bro.
Don't laugh at that,
How's that
Joey.
going for you, Malachi?
Hey,
You're in the same boat as me.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. I
go
was about
follow
to say that.
First Look Films on Instagram.
Word. Little shameless plug. Well, heck yeah, dude. I thought that was because I saw you posted that on your story. I thought that was someone else's account, but that's really cool. That's you.
All right, obviously, I need to like put something on Instagram, like saying this is me, because I've had like 3 people say that.
Well, you can,
Not knowing
throw
it's
it
me.
on. Like you
I
just
didn't
throw a
know
little
that.
thing on.
You know what's crazy though?
What?
How Garrett still hasn't had his own episode.
We need
I do need to
justice.
go- I need
Justice
to
for
get on
Garrett.
here.
We
Justice
need
for Garrett.
just a Garrett
I do need to
episode.
get on here.
Well, I guess this is technically his
Nah,
episode.
I want one with
Yeah,
Tyler.
he needs one with
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's crazy that I wasn't even on the team when I had my episode done. Garrett's been here since day one, grinding the hardest, editing the videos. Or do you edit?
Well, he does the visuals. I do the audio.
So
But I feel like
joint effort.
I feel like he might have a more difficult.
But you're
job
still
than me.
grinding, and Tyler doesn't pay you any appreciation.
Justice for
R.I.P.
Garrett.
Garrett.
R.I.P. Garrett. Well, he's right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm alive. And well.
Resurrected Garrett.
What about you, Joe?
Yeah, how
What have
are
you
you
been
doing?
up to?
Well, recently, March has been a really busy month. I went to Charleston, so my buddy Zach there, for the first time. Yeah, I know I missed
He's
that.
doing good?
Yeah, he's doing really good.
Fire.
But went to Charleston. Then I got my wisdom teeth out, and I looked like a friggin' balloon. Like I had 5 wisdom teeth.
5?
Yeah, I had an extra one up here. They thought I had a 6th. Thank God I didn't. In all honesty, bro, like it felt like on the left side of my face, someone was trying to like push their hand through like the back of my head,
My God.
through like my face. It was terrible. It
Wait,
was,
can we get a mouth reveal?
anyways, mouth reveal at 100 subscribers.
Yes.
He's like, so this is my first.
Wait, are we already at 100?
No, we're at like 56 right now.
Oh, okay.
We're almost at 300 on Instagram though.
Really?
Hey, if
Heck
you're
yeah.
watching on Instagram, go subscribe to the YouTube.
Please.
We need it.
But so yeah, that was easily like top 5 worst experience of my life. But we made it through, thankfully. Praise God. And then I was just in Florida on a little family vacation. So it was a good time there.
Was the water warm?
It was cold. It was really cold. It took but I mean, like I got used to it in like a couple.
So you're able to
minutes,
swim?
Yeah. I was boogie boarding the whole time.
I love
Bro,
boogie
them waves were wild, dude.
Bro,
Like,
I love boogie boarding.
but
Y'all
yeah.
try to like surf on the boogie board? You like stand on
Yes.
it and then you
Yeah.
just
Never
completely-
works out.
Yeah.
Dude, I was
Always
just trying to like sit on the boogie board, and it would keep like flipping me over, and like the little wrist strap that you have on the boogie
Yes,
board,
bro.
it got wrapped around my leg as these waves were coming at me, and it was cutting off like all my circulation.
You're like drowning in the water.
So I was like trying to like pull my leg over the friggin' rope as I was like drowning.
Gosh.
Yeah, no, that was very scary, but we made
you're
it out.
here.
We made it out to tell a tale, so pretty happy about that. And I also start barber school tomorrow. So yeah, when we post this episode from today, tomorrow, I'll be in school. So
Plug in.
quick little plug in: Winston-Salem Barber School, the Greensboro Satellite Campus specifically. But yeah, if y'all want to cut, I can only do bald heads for the first 3 months. So if you're bald and you want to cut,
Go crazy.
I got you. I got
And
you.
what's the name of your like slogan thing or whatever?
Oh, I don't have one yet.
Oh,
I've gotten a couple. I've gotten so my last name is Russum, and so this one guy, one of my managers at Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
he was like, "Yo, Russum Cutsum," and I was
that's a
like,
bar.
I was like, "Yo, that kind of works
low-key
actually.
catchy.
That's
Yeah.
low-key catchy. I don't know if I'll use it, but that's something that I've been told. I don't like. I've been thinking like Russ Cuts or Big Russ Cuts or something like that, but then like I look up on Instagram and stuff like that, and
Oh,
it's like
it's
it's already taken.
Dang.
Yeah, so I'll have to figure something out, but we'll figure it out at some point.
Fire.
So, yeah.
I'll let you cut my hair, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it. Your hair will definitely scare me because
It'll scare me.
even
more.
even Tyler himself is like, yeah, Malachi's hair is like some of the hardest hair I've ever had to cut. So
So
it might have to
We'll
take
see.
a couple years before I get to
or
your
it'll just
hair.
screw me up, and we'll live.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sorry in advance if your cut sucks. So, oh hey, look who it is.
Oh,
Who
shoot.
is that?
That's Darius.
There he is.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
That's how you know he's new here.
Pause the episode.
No pause. Just keep going. Maybe we get it.
We can do it in edit.
Yeah.
Maybe we get him in. No, you're
you're
good.
good.
Oh, we're gonna take what is.
Did you walk over here?
Yeah, the ballpark is right here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a block away.
Oh,
Fair.
word.
Yeah, we heard the
Bro, them
fireworks.
fireworks scared the crap out of me, bro.
Oh, shoot.
Special guest Darius. Darius here, if anyone's interested. Oh, you're good. No, you're good.
Micah's calling me. He promised to hop on 2K.
Bro, that freaking dude. Do you need us to be out of here by like a very specific time?
I'll stay here until 9 tomorrow morning.
Oh.
No, for that.
12-hour
Yo, sleep over at Greensboro Barber Company.
I'm good.
Oh,
Feel
I'm,
good,
I'm
yeah.
chilling right now. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
No, you
No,
good?
you're good.
So I guess we can just chill for right now. I guess
All right, bet.
until he leaves.
Imagine we all got mad at Darius. Get out of here.
Dude, get out of here. Dude, you're crashing our episode, bro. But,
Our studio.
It's our studio.
You got it.
Get out. We're not open.
Nah,
that's sort
Luke
of-
Combs was so freaking good, bro.
Yeah.
What's his best song? I don't listen to much Luke Combs.
I don't know. It could really vary for the person. I feel like he's got so many bangers.
I listened to a podcast with him. He seems really cool though.
Dude, he's so genuine.
Yeah.
I really like Luke Combs.
The thing is, he has like 2 kids or whatever, and apparently he lives in like a mobile home or something.
Who?
Like he doesn't live in a very crazy house.
Luke Combs?
He lives in a mobile home?
Something like that.
Dude, it was crazy.
What stadium was it in?
Virginia's
Like their basketball?
UVA. No,
UVA,
It was
yeah.
their football stadium.
Are you? How do they have a? Is it a indoor stadium?
That was outdoor.
I didn't even.
Oh, I thought that was a jumbotron.
No,
it's
no,
it's supported by.
Supported.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I was like, wait, if it's outdoor, why is there a jumbotron?
Dang.
It was so fly. It was 6 hours long.
Holy cow.
That's a long
Because
freaking
there was
concert.
five. There was 5 openers. Ty Myers was one. He was fire.
Who? Ty
Ty
Myers.
Myers.
Oh, shoot.
He was fire. And there was like 3 others. Dirks Bentley was one.
Dirks Bentley was an opener.
Yes.
Ty Myers-
He was fire.
Myers song I
He
know.
performed for like an hour and a half. Luke did 2 hours straight. He did 28 songs.
28 songs.
2 hours straight. Bro.
You know who I really want to go see? Eric Church.
I'm going to see Megan Maroney and Morgan Wallen.
Megan
Bro,
Maroney.
how do you? How much are those tickets?
I don't know. That was mom paid for them. I'm going for free, baby. I paid for my Luke Combs tickets.
Morgan
They were
Wallen's
like
gotta be
100.
expensive to.
Actually, I looked at the prices for the one I'm going to. The cheapest in the house was like 110.
Oh,
It's
really?
actually not that bad.
That's not bad.
For like nosebleeds.
What's your favorite Morgan Wallen song?
Hard question.
I like 98 Braves.
I'm not gonna lie though. Smile. I feel like Smile is his best song.
I don't know if I've heard Smile.
It's just like I feel like it's the most like meaningful song. My favorite song though, I really like Your Bartender. Like I like the old stuff, but
Yeah.
his new album is fire. Like
He said I saw a post recently, or actually today I saw it. But he said he's about like 7 or 8 singles
Yeah.
through his new album that he's gonna drop soon. He says he's probably almost done recording songs. So
Already?
I saw
Yeah.
that too. That's gonna be a quick. Like the
he
last
pretty
time he
young?
dropped a. Yeah, he's probably like
Probably like 25.
27.
probably something like that. Yeah.
done. Dang.
But I mean like no with his album.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were talking about with his career.
Nah.
Like,
But like
Yeah, he's done.
No,
He's
like
done.
The
Over.
last album, like One More Thing at a Time or something, whatever it was, to I'm the Problem was like a 3-year span. This is gonna be like a 1-year span. So like
I liked I'm the Problem.
I'm the Problem. I feel like that's his best album.
That's
Maybe,
the
I don't
problem.
know. Dangerous was really good,
I think for me, Dangerous is my favorite album from him.
but I'm the Problem was really good too.
No, it was.
There was
I
only
won't-
like I feel
won't-
like there was like
yeah.
2 skips on that album.
Yeah.
Dangerous though, like there's no skips.
Yeah. No.
But I feel like for One Thing at a Time, there was like he had like 37 songs on there that like I feel like none of them are skips really.
Yeah.
On the album.
Yeah.
Like it was consistent.
His whole album was like on the radio. Like
Yeah.
there,
And that was
you weren't
37
skipping.
songs. Like,
Yeah,
it stayed
you weren't
consistent.
skipping
Crazy.
any of those.
Yeah, like a lot of artists can't do that.
Seven Summers was on that, right?
Now, Seven Summers was on there.
I love Simmons.
Oh, okay, okay, yes.
I
What's
just
up?
got into Morgan Wallen.
That was
and all-
7 summers ago.
7 summers ago.
I'm sorry, Darius. Shout out Darius. Shout out Darius for allowing us to be here and record. He's such a great guy. He's such a cute, handsome man.
I need to start cutting my hair.
Tyler needs this compliment. Say that for him. I was Dominic and I
All right.
You too.
Be
Play
safe.
first now, just give me a call.
All right.
Okay. After you call 911.
Okay.
See you guys.
See ya.
I love that guy.
For real.
Such a cool guy.
We can keep all that.
from like
He looks like Luke Combs.
Luke Combs.
Okay, that's why I was like, he just
Bro, he was sitting there. I was like, that is Luke Combs right there.
It does.
Very Luke Combs-esque.
I wonder if he can sing.
I want to hear him sing. Yo, someone go. Someone run out. Luke, no. Technically, with what we're gonna post, or with what we're gonna edit out, I don't think they actually saw him. So we could definitely just bring him back on and be like, "Yo, guess who we got? Luke Combs."
He's like in the background with the shadow, just the beard, and he's like, yeah, I'm Luke Combs, guys.
That'd be pretty.
We have like the most views we've ever gotten.
Now we can keep all that stuff about Morgan.
Yeah, facts. Well, I
That
want
was
to keep
a- that was a
talking
good-
about that.
All right, let's do it.
Because I just got into country music probably like a month ago, and I really like Hudson Westbrook.
Hudson
I like
Westbrook's really
I
good.
like Morgan Wallen. I like there's a bunch of people I like to listen to. I just don't know all their names yet because I've just started listening.
Yeah.
But like, what are like 3 essential country songs that I gotta have in my bag?
Country songs.
Yeah. Or
Well, like-
artists. Songs or artists.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Artists would be easier.
Yeah, artists would be a lot
Do
easier
artists
because.
and do songs.
Because songs, there's so many different genres of country that it would really just depend on. Like you would actually have to listen for a while.
Oh, okay.
But artists, I guess my 3 favorite right now, I wouldn't quite call them essential because I hop around from like
Yeah.
artists. I hop around from like subgenre to subgenre. So
Okay.
even then, it might be hard just to pinpoint 3. But the 3 that I really like listening to right now, Zach Bryan. Ever since he started throwing music out, he's been one of my favorites. American Heartbreak and his self-titled album, Zach Bryan. I think his self-titled album is like a perfect album. I don't think there's, for me personally, Jake's. If you wanted to listen to it, Jake's Piano, Long Island, like that's just the name. Jake's Piano, Long
good?
Island, really good, really good. That's probably my favorite song by him. Zach Bryan, a guy who came out probably like a year ago. His name's Joshua Sloan. If y'all heard of Joshua Sloan, you like him?
He's really
Oh yeah. Because Brody really likes him too. He's like he released his first album a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Called Thinking Too Much.
Okay.
And so if you wanted to get more into like the longing type country music,
That's the kind I like though. Like I feel like country music, it like delivers emotion so much
Yeah.
better than
Yeah.
other types of music.
Yeah.
Even like normal like this is a random throw out, but like John Legend, you would
Yeah.
think that he has like a bunch of emotional power in his songs.
Yeah.
But like I don't really feel it when I listen to him. But when I listen to like Morgan Wallen or what's that Burn song by Zach Bryan,
Burn,
you
Burn,
can
Burn.
kind
That's,
of yeah.
that's such a good song.
Yeah, I
Or
love that
like
song too.
Hudson Westbrook, you can just kind of hear
Yeah.
the emotion in it, and you can't really with other songs, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah,
but
no, that's totally fair.
that's what I like it for, though.
But yeah, so if you wanted those types of songs, Joshua Sloan is like quite literally like every single one of his songs is either a love song or like a longing song
boy's sad.
or a heartbreak. Yeah, bro. But then like you see him, like I've seen clips of him in concert or just like he'll go live on TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
And he's just like the most chill dude. like
actually happy.
Yeah, he's just low key chill, just making his music and whatnot. So Zach Bryan, Joshua Sloan, and then, dude, I don't know. Those have really been the 2 that I've been bumping a lot. I guess
Throwing in there for extra.
I guess Morgan Wallen. I mean, you already named some. Morgan
Yeah,
Wallen,
Langley.
Hudson Westbrook, Ella Langley. I don't really listen to her as
Okay.
much. Not that I don't like her music. She's not really in my playlist.
She's
a lot,
more of
but-
like a poppy country, I feel like.
yeah,
Like kind of like Megan Maroney is.
yeah.
The only female country artist I've ever listened to is
Carrie Underwood.
what's her name? Delaney something or Lainey Wilson.
Lainey
Yeah.
Wilson, yeah.
Oh wait,
Lainey
yeah.
Wilson, yeah.
I'm not crazy about her. The only song I've heard from her though is only goes like King Ford, King George, King James. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I don't even know what song you're
It's-
talking about.
It's not good in my opinion, but
Yeah.
She sounds a lot like Dolly Parton, I feel like.
Yeah, I could see that a little bit, maybe. But what about you? What's like your 3? right now.
I mean, honestly, after the Luke Combs concert, Luke Combs is top 3.
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen, and then I like Zach Top a lot. I don't listen
Yes,
to him
I
a
forgot
lot,
about him.
but Zach
Yeah.
Top is really good.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Tree Yoke. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, that's
A
fair.
lot. Some people are like hit or miss with Tree Yoke. Like
Yeah.
some people don't like him, and then
I've
others
heard-
are them, and then others do like him.
I've heard their concerts is just like one big mosh pit.
Oh, yeah,
like
it's insane.
It's just crazy.
I regret
like they're
not
throwing
going,
but people are throwing beer all over the place. People are getting into fights. I don't know if that's accurate. I might be
sounds
totally
fire.
wrong.
Okay,
but
I feel like the fights aren't accurate, but
Okay.
the beer is definitely. They've got
Yeah.
this one song called Boomtown, and like
yeah, that's
you
the
literally
one.
just throw beer.
Yeah. That'd actually be really
It's literally the whole point of the song, really. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I was surprised that Ethan and Rachel went because they're like, how old are they? Like,
yeah. At the Coliseum.
like they're both.
Shoot, I did see that the video. Like so many people just like threw their
Yeah.
beer up, and I was like, holy crap, that's like.
I knew like
can't
10 people.
Yeah,
that went to that
exactly. Like
concert.
Same, dude.
they're both
And they were
two.
all posting. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this person must have seen this person because they were like right next to each
Yeah.
other and stuff.
Yeah, but like Ethan and Rachel are both like 16, like out of like both go to youth group and they're going to a tree and nothing like there's nothing wrong with them going to a concert where like but just like Treaty Oak and Tyler tried to warn them. Be like, yo, this is like
They didn't listen.
no, they didn't listen.
Hey, he said he had a great time though.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know
that's right.
about Rachel, but like,
Shout out Ethan and Rachel. I love you
Whoa.
guys.
What? Never mind. Just Ethan.
That's crazy.
No. We're talking about Ethan here, not Slim City. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Slim City. Shout out Ethan.
Shout out Slim
Shout out
City.
What about Caleb? Do you listen to country music much?
Not
You're
gonna
like the
lie.
same
Not
level
really.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Like we both, or at least I did, and then I showed you that one song that you liked, right?
Yeah, take your time, but
Take your time, taking my time.
that one's really good.
Can y'all serenade me right now?
We could.
You try.
We'll do it after.
Get up to the.
Oh wait, I have a mic right here.
Just take your time, taking my hand. Take all that I have, all that you can, I don't mind. So take your time, taking my hand.
Shout out.
All right.
That was beautiful. That
was
was beautiful.
Okay.
And that will be in the podcast. Absolutely. We are including that.
yeah.
No, also, Zach Bryan is pretty good.
Yeah.
I used to listen to Luke Combs a lot. Yeah, pretty much those three.
Valid.
And
So-
Tyler, I don't care that you don't like Zach Bryan. Okay, it's going on the podcast.
Didn't he
Okay.
used to listen to Zach Bryan.
Exactly.
Right?
And then,
Bro,
Yeah, 'cause he's a
literally he
stupid
said like
baseball
half
kid.
of his teaching one time in youth was about Zach Bryan and stuff, and then how it was like he was just talking about Zach Bryan like throughout the whole teaching almost.
What?
And then yeah, it was just like because we were talking about like secular music and stuff, and he kept using Zach Bryan
As
as,
an
like the example and stuff.
He's just
like
a hater.
I mean, like, and I get where he's coming from. Have y'all heard his reasoning behind it?
yeah,
Yeah, like, and
It
I
is kind of valid.
and I get it. But you know, you're able to separate
Wait.
artists from their music.
What's his reasoning? I never
The
heard
the whole situation with his ex.
Oh, haven't heard about that either.
Well,
we don't need to go.
We'll save that for another time.
Look at it later.
But I like Zach Bryan, okay, and I can do that, okay. So just appreciate me, please.
I like how you're whispering into the mic.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
But, anyways, so one thing that is really important to us, and we want to try to incorporate into this podcast, is our faith. We are all Christian. We are all Bible believing Christians. We love Jesus, and that's something that we want to incorporate more on the podcast. And I think just with all of us here, I think it'd be a great opportunity to share testimony, or just maybe talk a little bit about how we got into church, stuff like that, and what our walks with Christ look like. So is there anyone who...
I'll go.
You'll
I have
go?
a pretty cool story.
I got you. Take the floor, pal.
Appreciate it. So, did y'all listen to my episode with Tyler?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all remember at the end when I was talking about like the mission trip I was going on?
Yeah.
So we didn't really get to talk about that, me and Tyler, like we wanted to, because that March Madness bracket kind of took over the whole thing. But, you know, just quick little backstory. I grew up in church. I've been a Christian like my whole life. Like, yeah, I've always been close to God. But ever since I started my job at Spectrum, I've been able to like kind of hear God a lot more clearly or something, I guess. So like what God's calling me to right now is like missions work, but specifically towards Muslims. And how it happened is, so I was working one day, I was driving, it was like 6:30 at night in like December, so it was pitch black outside. And I was working and I just found out like 10 people on my team were like straight up lying and scamming customers. Like it was so bad that they like a customer would say no and then they would mail them the equipment anyway and then they wouldn't return it because they didn't even know they got it. And then if you don't return it within 9 days, your account gets soft connected and they auto bill. Like they auto bill you so you get charged for it without knowing. They were doing that and they were getting sales off of it even though it was like dishonest. So I got really irritated because I didn't have that much sales that month. And I was like kind of struggling. I was like, God, I'm so mad right now at this job and I hate it. And I hate it so much. And I don't know why you put me here, all that stuff. But I pray that you would help me stay grateful because like I'm still making good money and I was still getting like commission because we have like this ramp up thing. So I was still making like good money. It wasn't really affecting me, but it was kind of affecting my heart because when I'm working, I want to be honest and, you know, kind of do my job. Not like I'm doing it for the money or for the people, but I'm doing it for God. So when I heard that, it kind of hurt me. And I was like, Lord, I pray that you'd help me stay thankful. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to work. A lot of people don't have that. And thank you for giving me just like the money from the job. But then I was like, Lord, I pray that if you want me to stay here, I'll stay here. If you want me to go to a different job, I'd go to a different job. I just pray that no matter what I do, I say yes to what you want me to do. So I said that prayer. It was a Friday night. That was February 13th. Saturday comes around. Nothing really happens. It's pretty chill. And then Sunday, I go to church. I went to Mercy Hill. It was me and, did you go?
I was there.
Yeah, Caleb was there. So I go there, and the whole message in the morning was about evangelism. And it was about evangelism and how you're supposed to do what God wants you to do before you even say yes, which at the time I didn't realize what it was saying, but it correlated straight into my prayer because I said, Lord, I pray that whatever you want me to do, I would say yes before I even know what you're asking me to do. So that correlated, but I didn't realize it at the time. At the end, they played the song Send Me. I forgot who it's by, but y'all know that song?
I think maybe.
How does it go again? It's like,
Here I am, Lord, send me.
send me, 'cause I love you,
Yeah.
but I love you. Essentially,
And before you even ask, Lord, my answer will be yes.
yeah, and before you even ask, Lord, my answer will be yes. Third thing that correlates my prayer in that teaching, but I didn't realize it at all. And I didn't realize that, and then he said a part in the passage where he was talking to a Muslim guy, and he mentioned that a lot more people who believe in Islam are having dreams and visions of Jesus.
Yeah, I've been hearing
like the white-haired man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I didn't realize that either. Fast forward, Sunday night, I go to my cousin's birthday party. That was February 15th. I'll probably remember that date forever because it was the craziest experience I've ever had with Jesus. And I'm sitting at the dinner table, and I'm just hanging out with my family and my cousins, all that stuff. And my uncle, he's like, hey, man, have y'all met Denny?
Yeah.
I know you've met Denny. Have you?
I don't think I met him.
You haven't.
Amazing guy.
He's really soft-spoken, really loving. He's like, yeah, he's a great guy. But he asks me, and he does evangelism stuff, specifically overseas stuff.
Yeah.
So he's been overseas a bunch of times to go share the word of God. And he asks me, he's like, hey, man, I just wanted to let you know we're going on a missions trip to Nashville because they're having this whole holiday for the break of Ramadan, and it's this Kurdish festival for like Kurdistan. Which, quick recap on Kurdistan, it's a country that got taken over, but it still has a lot of people, so they all want their country back. But it was a festival. So he asked me that, and my immediate reaction was, I'm not doing that. So I was like, yeah, I'll think about it. I'll let you know. And then boom, just like that, immediately the song plays in my head. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I think God wants me to do this. Yeah. And so I go back inside. I'm like, yo, Denny, I'll definitely go on the mission trip. Just let me know when it is, how much it's going to cost. Like, I'll be there. And then he's like, okay, cool. So I'm set in for the mission trip. I leave, and my brain just starts going. You know how it kind of is like, it's like I couldn't process everything that happened in the moment. But once I kind of stepped aside and I was driving home, I was able to process everything. Yeah. The crazy part is, for one, I prayed the prayer. God answered it through the song, through the teaching Sunday, through Denny asking me. Second crazy part is, I had been studying the Muslim faith and Islam 3 months prior to that, consistently. Like I was watching podcasts, videos, YouTube, just about what Islam's like, what the contradictions in the Quran is, contradictions about Allah as a false god, pretty much, just a bunch of stuff like that. My bad, I don't know why I started laughing. I just realized I've been talking for a while. But yeah. So I had already been, kind of learning everything that I was going to need to know for the mission trip. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. And then it brought me back to Sunday. And something that the pastor there, his name's Andrew, he said was, the Lord's preparing you before you even know it to do what he's calling you to do. So he's preparing you to share the message that he wants you to share before you even know you're going to do it. I was like, that's crazy. And he was also like, and he's preparing the people you're going to talk to receive your message at the same time. I was like, that's crazy. So like when it all clicked together, I was like, all right, I know for a fact God's telling me that he wants me to go overseas, or not overseas, well, maybe overseas, I don't know. But he wants me to do specifically evangelism towards Muslims. And that's what I got the tattoo for. I'm not going to be able to pull this down, but yeah. But yeah, so don't mean to rant on everyone like that. No, but it's a long story. So that's like the thing, Jesus wants me to do. So praise God. But yeah.
Do you think, what's like, sort of just quick question before we move on. Like what do you think your idea in the future for like evangelizing to people who believe in Islam? Like what's your sort of plan for that in the future?
Okay. So
or do you have one?
Yeah, so I don't really have a strategic plan yet on like what exactly I'm supposed to do or where I'm supposed to go. All I know is that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. But the hardest thing about doing that is, especially with Resurrection Sunday, like realizing that Jesus died for each and every person in the world, and there are people that still don't believe in him. And it like really hurts my heart because it's like, dang, Jesus died like the most painful death possible. And he literally got tortured with that whip, and he didn't even look like a human, the Bible says. And he did all of that for every single person. There's people straight up rejecting the existence of God. There's people who know, like, people who don't want anything to do with him. And it just, like, hurts my soul. It's like, I can't believe God's giving you the greatest gift you could ever receive, and you don't want it. And realizing that, it's like, okay, God did that because he loves everyone. I don't love everyone the way God loves them, which is hard for evangelism, because if I see a random Muslim guy right there, I'm not going to be like, oh, I need to make sure that this guy knows what Jesus did for him. But so what I'm trying to say here is, when I went on that mission trip, God really revealed to me his love for other people. And before I'm able to start kind of going out and doing that comfortably, I need to start trading myself and letting God just overfill me with his love so I can pour it out on others. So I've really been understanding that a lot more. And then we'll just see how it goes. Once I have that love, I'll feel way more naturally inclined to go talk to someone because I love them just as much as God does. But yeah.
Go crazy.
I love that. Bro, that's so cool. That's so cool. And yeah, I was just listening to there's another podcast I listen to called the Live Free podcast by Pastor Josh Howerton over in Texas. And he talked to like this one guy who had a crazy story. He was from Iran.
Yeah.
And basically like he has a crazy story about how his dad, like they used to be sort of like culturally Muslim, but like his dad was like part of the military.
Yeah.
And there was a whole revolution that they had, and like his story of like literally him being brought out during an assembly at school after like their country had been thrown over. And the leaders had gotten a hold of the school, and they brought up 3 kids whose dads were in the military, and they were going to make an example out of them and kill them right then and there. But then a guy stepped in the way. He was able to get home. They were able to flee to Switzerland, I think it was. And then they were able to get home, and how God is still using people, even though they may not be believers, because through the love of other people, whenever they eventually came over to America, through the love of certain people from their church, his whole family converted to Christianity. They all became believers. And also the fact that he also mentioned that like it's right out of like Luke and Revelation of how these people are seeing visions. These young men are seeing visions and dreams of a man in white and proclaiming that he is Jesus.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's awesome to see, and I'm happy that you get to be a part of that too. So that's really cool.
Yeah, the main thing that kind of like brought me to that spot is like I've been a Christian my whole life, obviously, and I wasn't going to switch up on that because I wholeheartedly believe that Jesus died on the cross for me and rose again. Like there's no doubt about that in my life. But I was very interested in like the Islamic culture because they're so ready to kill for it. And just like they're just like very zealous for their religion. And I was like, wow, Christianity, you don't see much Christians as zealous and as passionate as they are in their religion. So I was like, like if I wasn't a Christian, I think I'd be naturally inclined to that one because it's very like diehard. Yeah. So that's kind of what brought me to that. But then just all the contradictions and stuff, like there's no way.
Yeah, you want to help defend against that.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Because I'm a pretty like, this sounds weird, but like I'm a pretty like guys guy.
Yeah.
And Islam is like a pretty like violent culture, you know what I mean? So it sounds naturally appealing to a guy who likes like stuff like that. So it was interesting, and I know that can be a trap for other people.
Yeah.
So I really want to, kind of just stop all that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. Heck yeah, dude. Dude, that's awesome. What about you guys?
Okay. Oh shoot. I was really hoping you would say you'd go. Anyway, so I kind of said this a little bit in my episode with Tyler, just talking about what I did in Peru, because my first missions trip, I mean, I've been a Christian my whole life. Like I grew up in church. It was a bigger church, and I used to do a lot with kids and stuff. We did like puppets ministry, worship, and sometimes I would help with like littler kids and stuff like that. And then we left that church for specific reasons, and my dad felt like we were supposed to do a home church. And in doing the home church, it has changed my I really didn't think I had a strong relationship with the Lord until I moved to home church, because I realized it's not just the building that I'm in, it's the people that are there.
Yeah.
And us as a people are the church. And just because we're doing it in our living room doesn't mean it's not a church.
Yeah.
And it took me a minute to realize that, but then after I realized that, that's when I intentionally started like growing my relationship with the Lord, realizing that it's not just a religion, it's a relationship with Him. And so that's kind of what started it. And after doing that for like a year and a half-ish, Denny, he asked me to go on a missions trip with him to Peru. And it was with the old church I was with, a few people that I knew there, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. Every like day I went, it was just like the Lord showed me something new. And I was there for like 2 weeks or something like that. And it was it's so hard to describe sometimes, just like how many things the Lord showed me while I was there through like the people, through their church, and through like what he told me to do there. Because I mean, I kind of explained this in my other episode about why I got my tattoo and stuff. Just like I went to do an outreach thing. It was a basketball outreach, and Denny told me to, he said, I feel like the Lord is telling you to speak right now. And so then I went, and I was like, I was shook up by that, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. It's kind of like what Malachi said, like, the Lord he already has a plan for you.
Yeah.
He already has planned what you're going to say. Because I literally had nothing prepared. And he was like, I really feel like the Lord is telling you to do this. And I was like, okay, you know what? I thought about it, prayed about it for a minute. I just felt like the Lord told me to give Denny a thumbs up. So I did. And then like 30 minutes later, I had to speak. And I was playing a basketball game. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. And I was lost. I was like, okay, you know what? First time ever doing it, like speaking in front of people that speak Spanish, don't even speak English, so I had to use an interpreter and stuff, or translator, whatever it's called. So then I just jotted down a few notes and everything. It felt like I felt the Holy Spirit just come in, and my anxiety and everything just went away. Like all the fear I had going up to step in front of all those people, it just went away, and I could not tell you what I said. Literally, I just spoke for 15 minutes and no idea what I said. And then they got it on video, so I watched a little bit of it afterwards. But I mean, the Lord just took over my body and showed me like that he has a plan for me. Kind of like what Malachi said, he has a plan for me before I even know what he's doing.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing for me when I went to Peru. I mean, we went out on outreaches and stuff every night and stuff. We would share the gospel every day. And even just going there and praying for people was a huge part of that.
Yeah.
And I went and prayed for this one lady. I just remember me and this other girl, she was the translator for me.
Yeah.
And we just went and prayed for her. She asked me question after question after question. She was not, what's so funny? Yeah, I'll show that hairline.
My fault.
I wasn't laughing at anything.
Anyway, the Lord showed me, like, I was just praying for her and stuff, and then she later came to that church that we were with and all that, and it was like a crazy experience. I was like, just from me speaking, the Lord can change someone else's life through
Amen.
me.
Yeah.
And that was a huge thing. I was like, this lady might come to church now and become a believer because I did what the Lord has called me to do. And I feel like that's a huge thing in believers' lives. Like, if we are doing what he's called us to do, then it will be blessed.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I got this tattoo and stuff. And yeah, so that's probably a huge part of my testimony, is just like what the Lord showed me through going to Peru. And I really hope to go back there again one day, because like I want the Lord to show me how many things he showed me then. And now that I feel like my relationship with the Lord is really strong right now, and I want that feeling and the Lord to show me all these things again, and just show me new things. And yeah, so I don't know if that made sense. But
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that dude.
Shout out Denny, by the way.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Shout out Denny.
we'll try to get him on here one day. I feel like he would be like, now you'll know what we're talking about and stuff.
That's your uncle, right?
Denny's the stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Denny
We
is
should
him.
have him on.
Denny is him.
We
He's
need.
been overseas like so many times.
He would have a lot. Yeah, he would have a lot of really interesting stuff to talk
Yeah.
about with evangelism
Oh,
and stuff like that.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Me and Caleb's story is cool.
Bro, that's like maybe a third of the percentage, like compared to him. He's
Really?
like
Yeah.
insane. Like,
Dang.
it's- yeah. I mean, we're going to Spain, and even then he was like, "Oh, perfect! I got these cards for you guys. You guys can hand out there." And I was like, "You have those in your pocket." He literally pulled them out of his pocket. And he said, "Who wants it?" I was like, "Bro, what?"
Bro's ready to go.
I was like, "That is
Bro's ready to
crazy."
go.
I was at our Easter party on Sunday, and I was like leaving, and he just pulls a random book out of nowhere. Like, I think he has a Minecraft inventory, bro. No, I swear, bro. This thing literally spawned out of nowhere, and it's like the good news for Muslims, and it's like just this book about the whole Quran and contradictions in it. I'm like, Thanks, Denny.
Bro.
So he just keeps that stuff on him.
I think he might be an angel, bro. Like he might, because Scripture does talk about that. How like sometimes you don't even know some people you might be talking
My
to.
uncle's
Like,
an angel. I'm half angel.
no, we're not heretical. I promise we're not heretical.
Oh, you are now.
Shoot, he is a Nephilim,
He is, bro.
bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What about you, Garrett? Or do you want me to go first, or do you want to go?
I can go.
Okay.
Mine's probably gonna be shorter than yours.
Take the mic.
But really, I haven't been like. Let me start over.
You
So
good.
I feel like a lot of my like evangelism that I do is just like kind of being around unbelievers because like I'm from Reedsville, so there's a lot of people my age around there.
Yeah.
I obviously play basketball, so I try to use the sport and just like being at the Y and
Yeah.
like, having runs with people, like having those opportunities to like make relationships with those kind of people.
Mm.
And I mean like just because I'm homeschooled, so I'm not in the school all the time, but I feel like I'm around them a good amount of the time. So I've definitely developed a lot of relationships with people.
Yeah.
Like my guy Lavoy, shout out. That's my guy.
Boy.
Lavoy, yeah. He plays for Reedsville, football for Reedsville. So,
Yeah.
But just like cool relationships like that, and not even necessarily like being like, oh, you need Jesus, like blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
just like being a friend, being like, yo, you want to come to youth, like just being. I try to be an example because I don't want to
Yeah.
like pressure Jesus onto people a lot of the times because I feel like a lot of people try to do that and it just doesn't end up going the right way. Like
Yeah.
they feel offended or feel judged. So I really just try to like just be a real friend, always
Yeah.
be them for them. Like if they're going through a hard time, yo, call me. Like I'm good. You need a ride, I got you. Like just stuff like that. Like just trying to be a brother. Like show Christ through the love that I'm showing people.
Yeah.
But like me personally, like what God's trying to show me is just like be grateful because I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and not even like Christians, like just random podcasters and they'll be like, yeah, I wake up every day and thank God that He woke me up, and I'm like, man, I call myself a believer and I wake up and I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? Like I don't even think about it like to thank God that He woke me up. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm trying to be more intentional
Yeah.
with being like, thank you, Lord, for doing this. Thank you for waking me up. Like.
And just know that you're not the only one, because
Yeah,
like that's something I've been trying to do a lot better at
Yeah.
too. It's like intentionally trying to be grateful for
Yeah, just be
what God
grateful
gives
for
me.
everything.
Yeah.
It's like, because especially like, and being in those relationships with the people from like Reedsville, like they'll open up about struggles like their home life and stuff, and I'm like, dang, bro, like I got it mad good. Like my family, like oh, we might have a few bumps there, but like, bro, these people are growing up in homes where their dad's not even there. Like
Yeah.
they're living with 20 people in one little house. Like it's like stuff where I don't even like, I wouldn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm just trying to be more intentional and be grateful for everything I have.
Yeah.
Like I have a very good life, and like God does a lot for me every day. So I feel like just trying to be more grateful in general.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's fair. I love that. Absolutely.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah, go for it.
I just want to say I think like that approach that you're taking is like honestly the best approach possible for leading people to Christ. Like it's so much more impactful when it's someone you know and it's someone who cares about you, like for your friends or whatever. Like if they know that you're there for them and you care about them, that's so much of a better way to bring someone to Christ than to talk to someone you barely know and try to shove it all down their throat. Pause. I should not have said it like that.
You could have
I could have kept going, bro.
You're good. Just keep going.
Now we got to make that a clip.
But no, but like for real though, like because like you got the part down that I need work on. So that's really cool because like I have the knowledge and stuff, but I don't nearly have the relationship stuff like you have. So I think that's huge. And like,
Yeah, I feel like I'm the opposite.
that's definitely like a gift, bro. Like being able to show others the love of God the way you do by making relationships and being there for people who might not even be there for you. That's like huge. That's like 75% of the job to leading people to Christ. But
Yeah, you
so that's sick.
You make relationships like that. Like everyone I've seen, like when you just came to youth, like I didn't even know you, and we had like a relationship. Like the next week, we were like already friends and stuff. And I was like, oh shoot, like this guy was like. That.
I mean, like I'm quiet a lot of the time. I'm not gonna lie, but like I feel like I've never like I hate conflict. So like
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like chill. I just go with the flow. Like,
Yeah.
That's why I make a lot of
I just try to talk to people, like
Yeah.
see where they're at.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not afraid to open up about stuff. Because I feel like if I open up about stuff, like they'll open up about stuff. And I feel like once you make a relationship, like sharing Jesus is a whole lot more genuine. Because like you were saying, like talking to somebody for like 5 minutes, telling them about Jesus is like, yeah, you should. They know about him now, but like,
But
they're
once
like,
they don't care.
yeah, and in their head, like, oh, he don't really care about me. He's just doing it to do it. Something
Exactly.
like sometimes they might think that, or they might take it and be like, oh, like that guy is really like loves Jesus and wants to share. But I feel like especially in my shoes, like with all the camera stuff and all that, like I'm around those people all the time doing videos, flicks, like all that kind of stuff, and like I feel like just making a relationship is very important. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
100%. What about you, Joey?
Yeah,
Well, I'll sort of share how I got into the church. I'll share my testimony. So growing up, I'm originally from St. Louis,
Where's that?
Missouri. It's like eastern part of St. Louis, like right on the border of Illinois. But so when I used to live in St. Louis, like my parents would take me to church just like as a kid, because I think that's just like sort of like our family just sort of went to church. But like whenever I was going, and mind you, like we went to a great church, like shout out The Crossing in Chesterfield, really big church, and they have a lot of people who really love Jesus there. But when I was going up through the sort of like the youth ministry there, just sort of like the daycare sort of area, and mind you, like I'm ADHD, so like especially as a younger kid, like being unmedicated and stuff like that, like it was sort of hard for me to like even realize what was going on. Like all I knew is that I was just like following my mom to church, and like now I'm in a room with like a bunch of other people. Like I didn't really understand what was going on. Like when they talked about Jesus, like it didn't click, it didn't correlate at all. So I was sort of like pseudo brought up in church, but like it just was never really an important part of my life growing up. And so we moved to North Carolina, and it's sort of like the same thing. We're trying to find a church and whatnot and go to, and I'm being raised up through that youth program, and it's like, oh, cool. Like I meet some cool people while I'm there, but it's like I still don't really know why I'm there. And it's sort of that same way through middle school. My parents, now I'm going to like the actual congregation of people with like all the adults, and I'm just like, I would rather just be at home. Like I got an Xbox, like I can be playing like Madden 15, like I could be playing 2K14, 2K16, like I could be doing,
Day 16.
bro, shout out 2K16, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely top 3. But I just like when I was in the church, like I didn't really understand why I was there. Like I didn't understand the message at all. I wasn't really paying attention to the sermons. I loved the music. The music really, if I did go, it's typically because of the music. I loved that. But I never really stuck around, and I would be in and out. And then for a span, for a couple years, I just stopped going to church because I just didn't see it as important.
Did you walk away from Jesus as well, or did you just kind of stop going to church?
Well, like I didn't even like at that time. I still just thought Christianity was like, bro, like I thought Christianity at the time was just like if you do more good than bad, then you're good.
Okay.
And like as me just being young, like and I feel like I've always just had an inclination to just be like kind to people. And I don't say that to boast, but that's just like sort of how I tried to make friends. Like I just try to be kind to everyone. And so like me, I'm still not really understanding it. Like I was like, oh well, like I think I'm a good person, so like I'm probably chill. Like,
I'll make it.
I'll probably make it there one day. But and that was just me being a young kid. But fast forward to I'm playing football, like freshman, sophomore year of high school, and I get invited by Chaston and Micah actually to go to Awaken back when it was at the Hub. And I go there for a little bit, and then I sort of stopped going again. And mind you, at this time, like me and my buddies, like we start drinking, and we're just getting on.
Micah?
No, not Micah.
Oh, okay,
no,
okay,
not
okay,
Micah and Cheston. No.
Okay.
Just like my other buddies.
Yeah.
We sort of get into the like we just start doing a lot of dumb stuff. Like we're drinking and we're smoking and doing whatnot, and we're just having a good time. But we're just like, we're just being 16-year-old kids that, whatever. And so like we would go to one of my buddies' houses like every weekend to go and drink and just like hang out, have fun. And I get to this point where like I'm sitting there one night and it's not a thought that I would typically think, but I was sitting there and I was like, what am I doing with my life right now? Like I'm just sitting here in a basement, just like sort of drinking my life away. Like I'm not like what, and that's all it was. And it was just sort of like a weird thought. And then it went away, and then I was just like hanging out with everyone again. But then fast forward to the next weekend, we're at my buddy's house again, and we're doing it all over again. And I'm sitting there, and I get this snap from this girl, mind you. And I was dating someone at the time, and so I'm not the one to go through like quick add and like add a bunch of girls, and I wasn't already talking to a bunch of girls at the time. I don't even know how I was in a relationship at the time. It just sort of happened, in all honesty. But I typically don't have a lot of girls on my Snapchat. And so I get this snap from this girl named Bia, B-I-A. And I don't go through quick add. I wasn't adding random girl snaps from school. I don't remember adding her, and I don't remember her adding me. Mm-hmm. I don't know how she had my snap, and I don't know how I had hers, but she sends me a snap, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a picture, it's like a backdrop of like a field and a fence and a sunset, right? And I forget if the first one was in Spanish or English, but she sends me this backdrop, and on it, has a bunch of Bible verses. Yeah. It says Jesus loves you, and then it has a bunch of Bible verses from the gospel narratives. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there right there in that moment, and I feel I sort of like had this like this. I've heard like of all these stories of people having like these encounters with God and whatnot, and I'm sort of like, oh, this is God calling me. Yeah. This is God calling me back to church. Like and I was so freaked out in that moment. And because again, like I don't know who she was. I don't know how she got my snap. And so, the next day, I think I snapped Tyler, because Tyler was, he was and is like, he was all of our youth pastors, or he was our youth pastor. And so I remember Tyler being like, there was something different about him and Bonnie, because like I would grow up in church and like all the like youth adults, or like the people who were helping out with youth who were running it were, they were always pretty cool, but I never really got to know them personally. Yeah. But I remember how kind and how personal Tyler was, and that really left a lasting impression on me. And so I texted in on Snapchat the next day. I was like, dude, like I just had this encounter. God, like I need to come back. And so we met up for dinner the next day. And yeah, I've been in church ever since. And since that moment, like let's just throw this out there. I don't want this to be like a sob story, but like my dad was an alcoholic, and I still love, like it's not like he beat me or anything. Like it was just a struggle that he had. And it's, it eventually, he passed away from, kidney failure and stuff like that. But my dad had an addiction with alcohol, and I remember like I would like go into my sister's room to like steal like rum shooters and stuff like that when I was like 17, and I would just like drink by myself, just because like I couldn't, like all I could think about all week was like going to my buddy's house to go drinking, and since I couldn't do that, like I would start stealing drinks out of like the fridge and stuff like that, and like I wouldn't shake, but like I would just get like so anxious. That's all I could think about. And
so you were like an alcoholic.
I was basically an alcoholic at 17.
You sober now?
Yeah, I'm sober. Well, like I'll still drink, but like it's nowhere near like I don't have such an intense craving
Yeah.
anymore. I'm just chill right now. Like there's a whole shelf of like bourbon and whiskey over there, and I look at it, I'm like, I don't care.
No,
Like-
if you were 17 though.
If I was 17, I'd
You'd
probably
be
still.
shaking to
In
get
all,
over
in
it.
100% honesty, I would steal one of those bottles if I was 17. Like that's how
Dang.
bad it was. I don't care if it's. I wouldn't have cared if it was Darius. I wouldn't have even with how cool he is to me. I would have stolen something from there.
Dang.
And like,
R.I.P. Darius. What's the bottle?
but no bottles will be stolen in the production of this episode. But so that and I remember at the time obviously I would at that time I was smoking, doing weed, stuff like that, hitting carts, whatnot. But like I was like it was so weird. At this time I was like, dude, I want to try every drug that's like below like meth or heroin. Like
That was like the goal.
yeah, that was the goal. Like I wanted. So obviously I had already smoked, right? And so I wanted to do shrooms. I wanted to do cocaine. I wanted to do LSD. Like I wanted to do all these things.
Wanted a trip.
Like I wanted to trip, but like yeah, I want to try every drug that wouldn't like immediately be detrimental to my health. But like, and that's what I wanted to do. Like I wanted to go to college when I finally graduated high school. I wanted to go. A lot of my family went to the University of Mizzou, and nothing's bad with there's nothing bad with Mizzou. So that's not what I'm saying. But I wanted to go there, and I wanted to go to the frat that one of my cousins went to, and basically I wanted to go to the SEC school, and I wanted to party it up at a frat, get drunk, get high, do all that stuff, and I say this to everyone that I tell this to. I would have ended up either dead in a ditch or broke or just totally, like, I would have dropped out. I would have been totally ruined. But before I had the opportunity to do that, that's when God had sort of called me back to going to church and whatnot. And I met all of you guys again, and I met Ty, and I got plugged back into the youth group. And I've met all these amazing people who genuinely show me the love of Christ, who I believe look at me as if Christ looks at me. And just seeing all this love. And like, again, these are desires that I would not have been able to change on my own because my family has a history of like having an addictive personality.
Yeah.
Just as I'm going to church and as I'm learning more about Christ and I'm trying to develop a relationship with him, like these desires start like going away. Like I didn't want to be a part of it anymore. So I hardcore flipped from wanting to go and live that life at Mizzou to going to App State and staying away from and sort of staying away from that SEC crowd, or not necessarily the SEC crowd, but just like not wanting to basically ruin my life with what I wanted to do before. And I attribute all of that to the way that Christ has been able to change my heart.
God.
And so what I'll say before we cut this episode, if you're sort of in that space right now where you're thinking of, if you're struggling with any sort of addictions, whether it's alcohol, drugs, porn, whatever it might be, and you're sort of thinking about living that life, but you're sort of thinking about, is that really what I want to do? Or maybe if you've been thinking about giving your life to Christ, maybe going back to church, something like that. It's possible. There's redemption and there's healing on the other side of just making that decision to follow Christ again. So if you have that longing on your heart to give your life back to Christ, or you're sort of second guessing, sort of going out and living that life, I will tell you, I'm a living testimony of what the healing power of the name of Jesus can be over someone's life. So, even if you feel like you don't have anyone, there's a church, there's online services. If there's some like your parents don't really want to go or something like that, or you just don't have the means to go, there's online services, there's online counseling. Like you can find someone, you can find a Bible believing, Jesus loving church or a group of people that can help you to get out of that situation. So that's what I'll say to everyone.
I
So
think there's even church on Roblox.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
There's
Yes.
church on Roblox,
Yeah. There is. If you like Roblox, right? Perfect. It's free. Roblox is free. All you got to do is make an account. They got church services on Roblox.
Yeah.
Be
Okay.
careful with what you pick though, because I don't know how all the churches are on there. You know. What
Yeah,
mean?
I don't know either. So I don't know if there's like
We're not
public.
straight up endorsing it, but
I don't know.
It is
an
your last resort.
I don't know if there's like any online public forums for like best churches on Roblox, like rate like tier list. But I mean,
Just
Like-
chat GPT it.
Or
Chat-
better,
yeah.
better yet, just like message us and we'll hook you up with something. Something better than Roblox.
we're gonna make next episode rating best Roblox churches.
Yeah.
We attended every single Roblox church, and we put it in a tier list.
1 to 10.
But yeah, there's what I'll say is all it does, or all that it is that it takes a prayer and a calling out to Christ for you to find someone who can help you out. So I'll just throw that out there. So
For sure.
yeah. So
Well, guys, I thought this was a great episode.
Yeah.
bro, this was so far.
This is
Oh, we
Dang.
don't
Yeah. Okay, cut the camera. Cut that out.
that was fire.
But yeah, that was awesome,
We
bro.
won't
But
let you.
so thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back next week. So
y'all.
awesome.
Pound it. Knock it.